benefits have been extended for at least another 13 months as part of the tax deal that the president just signed into law. But two new Fox polls show that most Americans think this actually hurts the economy and discourages people from finding a job. Only 35% of those polled say that it helps the economy, while 52% say unemployment benefits discourage people from finding work. We're back with our political panel, Deneen Borelli, Amity Shlaes, and Payne. So, Deneen, I want to start with you. 13 more months of unemployment. Is that a disincentive to go out and pound the pavement? Or is it an important safety net for people who really can't find work?
Yeah, well, my heart goes out to anyone who is unemployed right now and trying to find a job. But I think to extend it is sending the wrong message. It is a disincentive because people are less inclined to look for a job. They're going to wait until their benefits almost run out. And if you are working at a regular job, you're putting into the system and you're not taking out of the system, especially in this weak economy.
But Erica, what if there are no jobs out there? I mean, what's the magic number? Is it 99 weeks we're supposed to have unemployment insurance? Is it 13 more months? What is it?
Well, the real unemployment rate is closer to 17% than it is close to 9.5% if you take into account all of the people who stopped looking for work or all of the people who are underemployed. And I think when you're hitting a number in an economy that it's as high as 1 out of 5 workers, this is probably not a lazy problem. This is probably a structural problem. And so are there people in there who could go get a job probably? I've been watching The Fairy Godmother, or The Fairy Job Mother, which is the new show on one of these networks that goes in and helps people find them. And some of them end up with a job, and that's great. But 17%, 1 out of 5, I think that we structurally need to address that.
Amity?
Well, everyone wants a job. Nobody wants unemployment money. But getting a job is not that hard. There are 3 things lawmakers can legislate to get us jobs. One is to undo the health care law, to remove that uncertainty from hirers who are now hesitating because they don't know what they're going to have to pay, perhaps. 2 is to have permanent low taxes, and 3 is to make employment law less terrifying to employers. So, because they're afraid they're going to be litigated all the time. Creating jobs isn't magic. You have to make employers want to employ people and know the government won't be on their back. And that's not the situation that's offered in the current legislation, and that's its problem.
Sure, but now that the president has just signed this into law yesterday, will that relieve some of the uncertainty? Will we see people start to hire again?
It's a temporary law.
Uncertainty, right.
Deneen, it's a temporary law. This whole stimulus culture that we have to do these tax cuts just for stimulus because the economy isn't growing fast enough is counterproductive because it mandates tax increases down the road. We should have tax cuts for moral reasons.
Obama should have been focused on the jobs and the economy instead of ramming Obamacare through. So that should have been the focus early on, not now.
Well, I think that a lot of companies that you could have talked to 2 years ago would have said that rising health care costs were problematic to them regardless of whether there was a solution that was designed or not. So is there more uncertainty in the market? Certainly. Is uncertainty a problem for business? Certainly. But the best thing that businesses can have is customers. And so one of the things that extending the unemployment benefits does is it gives people money in their pocket so they can go to the grocery store, go to the dry cleaners, etc. Well, 13 months of, I couldn't agree with you more, but 13 months for somebody who's unemployed and 1 out of 5 people are unemployed, 13 months is something to get us moving in the right direction.
In some cases, people are making more getting unemployment benefits.
Well, that's
actually not accurate. I mean, it's about $300 a week.
No,
it's
accurate.
I think that there are very few people,
there are a lot of news
nobody on
stories
this
that
stage.
report on that. It's
It's about employers and not just consumers when you look in the economy.
And we'll have to leave it there.